piece of shit did to me.
She's a real pretty girl too, man. It's really sad.
That's sad. That's sad. No, do you think we should go into the report that we have that goes along with those bruises?
I think that's only appropriate. I think that, why are we here if we're not going to evaluate the allegations, evidence, and so on? Gotta say, though, that as far as, her claims that she got beat and punched in the fucking face while being brutally raped, seems to have a little bit of fucking credibility based on those bruises.
Okay, so, now I'm not going to read this, but I will go real slow and let the chat read it. I'm sorry, I know it's probably a horrible thing above me, but I just don't read very well, so.
Take your time.
Absolutely. I'll slowly move it.
So, well, before you get there, let's just get down to the disturbance, right? So there was a domestic disturbance that was called in on the 28th of October, right, which fell on a Monday, and there's a case number that's attached to there. Now, this is located in the Motel 6, right? So this is it's a completely different situation. This is located at it's okay, but it's okay. So this is located at 821 River Avenue, or Fall River Avenue, I'm sorry. But upon arrival, the officer made contact to the reporting party, okay, and ultimately checked in with the desk clerk there at the motel. The female had numerous requests for males to leave her alone. When Abrams, right, didn't, she needed to leave her alone at that point. So she identified that, he was sitting on the side of the lobby and was visible. And he was kind of intimidating her, according to the way that she made this sound. Then it starts going into other things about, how, ultimately things happen on a sexual level. Let's scroll down to the next one. Let's take a look at that.
So there's also on Monday, October 28, 2019, a patrolman Brian T., whatever that last name is, was working on schedule on the time limit after hour shifts assigned to uniform patrol operating Mark Cruiser 10 in Sector 1 of whatever. At approximately 0327 hours, along with patrolman Timothy, whatever, were dispatched to a Motel 6 located at 821 River Falls Avenue for the report of domestic disturbance. Upon arrival, I made contact with the reporting party, blank, was the desk clerk at the motel, stated that she had called regarding the two parties that were sitting in front of the lobby. She stated that the female made numerous requests for the males to leave her alone. Now, what do you hear, folks? Because this is the desk clerk. This isn't our tow truck girl. This is a bystander, right? It's running the motel. Correct. This is a third party. No association with the parties that are involved.
Hold on. But this person's lying too, though, right? So isn't this person lying? Because, according to Abrams, the police made a false police report, and stacked it up against him because to get him. Hot tow truck girl's lying about it because she has some type of vengeance against him. And now the desk clerk, who has witnessed all this stuff and ultimately has involved police at this point, right, is also lying about what she had seen and experienced in the process of this harassment. Right? All right.
Must be lying.
Everybody's lying except for Abrams. All right, let's continue.
Where's that? So, your car in the lobby. She said that the female had made numerous requests for the males to leave her alone. When he did not, Blank asked her if she, to which the female replied, yes, she did. The female, who was identified as blah, 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 was sitting on the curbside of the lobby and was visibly upset. The male, Josh Abrams, was sitting on the other side of the lobby and appeared calm. I then asked the two why we had been called to this location. Replied that she could not be near anymore. I really suck at reading. Oh, sorry. Patrolman, okay, look, I'm sorry. I'm not reading.
No, actually, Drew, keep on reading. Go ahead and keep on reading. I know it's not just, you don't feel like... Well, no, it's okay, buddy. If I could read on this little tiny screen, I would actually try a little harder, but I think that you're doing a great job, so just continue facts here.
So, Patrolman and the NIS separated the two parties to investigate what had happened. Sergeant Gregory Gasper, shortly after Sergeant Gasper and I then spoke with Blank, while Patrolman, whatever his name is, spoke with Abrams. I then asked Blank if she could explain to me what had happened. Blank then became extremely upset. She fell to her knees and began crumbling. Now, does that sound like someone that's lying or faking this?
It's something to me, Drew.
I mean, so they fall to their knees? Jesus. Anyway, we're at...
No, let's stop for a minute, because that's the despair that we need to focus in on, in my personal opinion, right? That's the point of victimization, that she experienced the reality setting in on her. While we're talking to her, she's on some, I don't want to talk to cops because, she has some nefarious stuff going on, right? They're able to discredit her because of, her criminality or involvement with Abrams and these other schemes, and then what she was doing while they weren't hanging out together and he was in jail. Okay, now the thing is, though, at the point that this all comes together, dude, Abrams did some foul shit to make this girl so discouraged and trapped in fucking despair that she can't even physically fucking stand, right? The cops ask her to fucking talk to him about the story, and physically she breaks down because she has been so broken by the victimization. This is what we need to fucking pay attention to. But continue, sir.
where was that? Sorry, I was speaking for uncontrollably. After approximately 3 to 5 minutes, and repeatedly reassuring, sorry, got the race I got earlier reading, reassuring her that she was safe and that no one was going to hurt her, she finally was able to compose herself to the point where she could speak with us. Blank stated that Abrams was her boyfriend. She stated that she Abrams and friends had gone out earlier in the evening to a strip club. She stated that after leaving the second strip club, they arrived at Motel 6. Blank stated that once of Abrams' friends, Julio, had accompanied them back to their room.
Okay, Enrique. Okay, go ahead, continue.
Oh, sorry. Enrique, whatever. Anyway, stated that once in the room, she proceeded to have sexual relations with Abrams present in the room. Say that she does not recall the sexual encounter ending, but she does remember falling asleep naked in the bed. Blank stated.
Damn, son. Did you hear the way? I know reading through it, we don't catch it all the way, but hear what you just heard. Her statements are that she had passed the fuck out. She remembers falling asleep naked, and that she really didn't remember much else. But continue on.
Yeah, she doesn't recall the sexual encounter. Right. Stated that sometime after she fallen asleep, Abrams woke her up, demanding to have sex. A guy just came inside of you. Now it's my turn. Ugh.
So time out.
Hang on. Did I read that right? She stated that she fell asleep. Abrams woke her up, demanding to have sex. A guy just came inside of you. Now it's my turn.
Yes, so yeah, that's my point. So while she was passed out, Abrams was pretty pissed off at her about what had transpired at the casino and so on, right? So he decided to pimp her out to one of his horny-ass fucking friends, okay, while she was passed out asleep. She didn't remember that sexual encounter. She didn't remember having sex with that guy, but then Abrams wakes her up out of a dead sleep while she was passed out after being raped by the first guy, and then says, a guy just came inside of you, now I'm going to take my turn.
Blank stated that she refused to have sex with Abrams. Blank stated that Abrams got on top of her, at which time she stated screaming for him to get off of her, and then to leave her alone. Blank stated that Abrams forcibly put his hands over her mouth and noise an attempt to stop her from screaming. Blank stated that she was eventually able to get free from Abrams' grip. After repeated
does that sound like consensual sex to anybody? Does that sound like a loving relationship or a good time, during your sexual activities? Because it sure sounds fucking pretty discouraging to me, man. I would not want to be in her position. I wouldn't want bitch tits and his fat ass, possibly HIV-ridden having fucking cock, running up inside of her right after she's been told that she's been raped by somebody else, to the point where he has to cover her mouth to keep her from screaming for fucking help. Are you serious? This is your fucking hero. This is your American patriot, ladies and gentlemen. This is why I turned rogue. This is why I'm no longer that dude's mod. This is why I busted him out. And we'll continue to do so. Carry on, sir.
After repeated attempts to flee the room, she stated that she was able to get him to allow her to leave her. She was able to get him to allow her to leave by telling him that she would leave the hotel with him. She then proceeded to quickly gather her sweatshirt, pants, and her shoes and left the room. Upon making it to the lobby, she noticed the clerk at the front desk and refused to leave the motel with Abrams. She repeatedly asked Abrams to leave her alone, which he did not. At the time, the front desk clerk asked if she needed the police, to which she replied yes. Jesus, I hate reading.
It's okay, Drew. It's okay. Dude, whatever. It's beyond that. So, and this is the thing. Right now, dude, you might have to disparage yourself with a little embarrassment on how you feel you read about things, but you're doing a great job, dude. You're giving the fucking facts. We're reading through the documents. And I'll tell you what, I'll embarrass myself 1,000 times if it brings Danielle some type of fucking justice. And I know Drew will too. So
what gets me is the hotel clerk has the exact same story as Hot Tow Truck Girl did.
Yes.
Right? Up here in previous statements by the hotel tow girl, the Motel 6 clerk, she said the same thing. She stated that the female was numerous requests for the male to leave her alone. Down here, she said, repeatedly asked Abrams to leave her alone.
Did he though?
So you're telling me we got a witness, we got the witness, you got the victim, having the exact same story separated from each other, right? Telling these officers what happened. Their stories are identical, but the one, Abrams, is not. Really? How is that possible?
Yeah, hold on. Abrams wasn't arrested and convicted of this, so it must never have happened.
Oh, right. Well, it says Patrolman Scott, whatever, and Roger, whatever, then arrived on scene. Based on the statements made by blank, along with my observations, it was determined that there was probable cause to charge Abrams with assault, battery of an intimate, oh my God, imminent person, Jesus. I then placed Abrams under arrest, handcuffed, double locked, and searched him, patrolman, blah, 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 blah. Then escorted Abrams to the rear of their marked cruiser, number 9, and then transported him to this, whatever, police station located at, there you go.
So hold on. I thought, though, today, while talking to ASMR, Josh says that he was never arrested for this, right? He never got handcuffed and detained for anything of the sort. But yet here we're reading that that's not true. That your great American...
And I'm sure Abrams is going to do a little reply to this and say, no, I said I was never arrested for rape. And he's right, he was never arrested for rape. But today's statement said when this incident happened, he was never arrested, never charged with anything. This police report right here said he was arrested. He was arrested.
I think it gets worse as we'll take a deeper dive. As I believe there are some charges around intimidation against a witness, and she happens to be that witness. But before we get there, I really want to get to the backside of the bottom of this report. So, Drew, please divulge yourself and take your time. Take your time. Just enjoy it. Enjoy the fucking pain that Abrams is feeling that the truth right now is being spread and broadcast to at least 100 people, which 30 of them are probably screen recording, hopefully, and taking all of this information in. I hope this is the fucking stream that Slow Burner needs to see the fucking truth about the supposed American hero, who I also used to help out and represent in his fucking chats as a mod to make sure that his narratives flew and people were silenced. And then finally, it dawned on me, like, I'm hiding truth, right? That was the breaking point for me, right? That ultimately was what broke me from even wanting to be involved with the 1A community. Was this sick little fuck in his actions. It made me realize that the fucking 1A community is full of degenerates like this. And News Now Houston, and Rick Cruz, and Little Rebel Shitty Shorts, right? All these motherfuckers display the same nasty, aggressive actions towards women. But Abrams is probably the fucking catalyst to it all. So let's continue.
Now, before we I want to point out, people, once again, the Motel 6 desk clerk had the exact same story as the victim did. Josh is the only one with a different story. You tell me who's credible.
Will you mute me for a minute?
Yeah. So, as we go on, now I'm going to read this last line right here, guys. Then I'm going to have to switch out pages. So just give me 1 second. Then I asked Blake if she would be willing to come to the police station to provide a statement regarding the... I got to mouse it down a little bit. There we go. Regarding the incident. At first, she was apprehensive. I think I heard that right. Apprehensive. But after a brief time decided she wanted to provide an audio and video recording statement regarding the incident. In the statement, Blake provided additional details pertaining to the incident in the motel room. Please refer to the video statement provided by Blake on October 28, 2019 for further information. Now, I do not have that video at this moment.
I would say nor would we actually play it. And the reason why is because we want to just base things off of this open public record. We don't want to be the ones participating in some type of...
re-victimizing.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's probably a better word.
Re-victimization, yeah.
Yes. So let's continue, and we're going to continue to try to balance that act.
Gotcha. When they arrived at the station, patrolman, blah, 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 and blah, sorry, I don't know how to say their names, photographed, fingerprinted, and put Abrams, per department policy. Abrams' property was inventoried and placed in a sealed bag. Once booked, Abrams was allowed to make multiple phone calls. Abrams also requested and received his prescribed medications before being placed into cell 4, awaiting transportation to the Tonka District Court. No further information was at this time. Now, he was booked. He was arrested.
I think that was his AIDS medication that they gave him.
I have no idea. Which, it's just... But I want to point out, folks, he was arrested for this, right? He states that he was never arrested. But here it is. And he also states that what we're reading right now is a victim witness statement. No, this is the police report. Right? The victim statement would not read that they decided to arrest him. A victim statement would not hold this information. Only the police officer's report would of the incident that happened when they arrived and took the information down from the witnesses and everybody else. This is not a witness statement. This is a police report that the police filed on record.
Which clearly indicates that the domestic abuse that she experienced when she was beaten, right, while he was covering her fucking mouth after she had been brutally fucking raped, was enough to take action on. And her story about what happened inside of the hotel room when she was asleep and then woken up and for a second time raped was further investigated in the video audio that they recorded and her additional testimonies.
I'll keep bring up Sancho's video again. I was going to bring up the video of her statement under her comment under one of the videos of her saying that Josh beat and raped her. That was out of her mouth.
Out of her mouth, dude. And she thinks that the fact that people wouldn't believe her and they would take Josh's narrative and run with it and shun her out of the fucking community and harass and bully her after she was victimized by two motherfuckers that were too horny to fucking know how to withhold themselves from raping a woman violently.
Now, I want to point out the fact that Josh says that he was never charged. Well, he was charged, but yeah, he was never convicted of that crime. He was arrested, but never
charged.
But never convicted of that crime. But you know what crime he was convicted of? The police went to talk to a girl, and they tried to get her to testify against him, but she wouldn't because she was scared. You know why she was scared? Let's look why she was scared, folks.
Yes, let's do that.
Because he was charged, convicted of witness intimidation.
Imagine that.
Witness intimidation.
Josh wanted to silence the truth so bad that he used his subscribers and mods like me to silence her truth and then sent minions to attack and harass and bully her off of the fucking platform to the point where she was too intimidated and scared to follow through with the charges against him.
And not just that, he didn't get found convicted of it, guys. Not about Jeremy Spears. He has a guilty plea.
That is
Notice,
correct.
it says guilty plea.